Yo, 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 new day, new day. I have some unfortunate news about Hunter x Hunter. Not not meta news, just okay, so my goat, Hulkenberg, has died. It has been confirmed he is dead. However, he's not really dead, it's only his body that's dead, which is really weird. But apparently, in terms of, Hunter x Hunter going on, just, not on hiatus anymore, it is insane how much, I think I've seen some leaks somewhere about chapter, 420 something, which means there's a solid, at least 15 chapters just basically ready to go, ready to be pumped out at any moment, which is probably why we don't have, breaks for the chapters, for the release, which, I would have thought that at least for Togashi, who's the guy who, he has a lot of fucking back problems, he has a lot of health problems in general, and he has been fucked over by the lifestyle he has for years, decades even. Both when he made Hunter x Hunter, when he made Hunter x Hunter, currently making Hunter x Hunter, just kind of releasing whenever he wants. And also when he made Yu Yu Hakusho, his body is fucked up, and he cannot work very fast, at least compared to, the fucking breakneck pace that the industry usually is on. Fucking every single week. I've seen some of the just day-to-day lives of these manga authors, and it is fucking insane how little they sleep. Like, all of them. They get, I don't know, 4 hours max every single night. And they don't really get any free time, because they're just, they're basically their own manager, or they're actually not their own managers, that's the problem. But, they have to make the story, they have to make the art, they have to make so much different shit. But this guy fucking just continues to pump out so much, and it is... Okay, I know I'm hyping this up after, only 4 consecutive chapters, but you gotta realize how insane this is if this actually goes on for, any longer, pretty much. This guy has missed more weeks than he has released at this point. And now, just kind of randomly, he's just fucking back. He's just back. And releasing banger after banger. And by banger after banger, I mean there is so much fucking exposition and text and, time flipping, forwards and backwards and everything. I don't really know. It's... Okay, I'm not gonna glaze Hunter x Hunter, because it's not perfect by any means. But it's so fucking good. The story is so good. The art, the art that is actually art and not just people's faces to know who's talking. The actual art is so fucking good. The dialogue is good. There's so... Okay, to be fair, this arc that we're in is so politically heavy that I don't even know where to fucking start describing it. It's the 14 princes of the Kankin Empire who are battling over who is going to take over as king, because the king wants to, I don't know, he just wants to retire or something. And then on the way there's basically a succession war going on between all the princes, because, I don't know if it's a... I don't know. They're gonna hold an election when they get when they get to the new world or when they get back from it. But you know, if there's only one prince left that they can elect, then they're gonna elect that prince to be king or queen, I suppose. God damn it, that was horrible. I hate Gorb. But yeah, it's so much shit is happening right now, and basically all we've gotten in this batch of chapters, we've just realized that is all a flashback to a cliffhanger that was in the last batch, like at the very end of the last batch, where there was a broadcast on like the last page or something that said, "Oh, everybody on the black whale, we have some unfortunate news," and that was the cliffhanger. We didn't know what the unfortunate news was, and I remember there was so much speculation, specifically about like, you know, one of the princes dying, and we now get confirmation that yes, this is exactly what the news was. The news being around Prince Hulkenberg, the 9th prince. His death is now confirmed and out in the wild, and there's gonna be a funeral for him tonight. So that's the interesting thing about tonight is that, okay, to be able to talk about tonight, god damn it, this is so convoluted. Okay, so what happened in these couple chapters is mainly revolving around Hulkenberg and Prince Benjamin. Benjamin being the first prince, and you know, we get the reveal that Hulkenberg is 99% chance that he is the son of the first queen instead of the second queen. And the funny thing about the different queens is that in this succession war, you have a huge leg up in terms of what queen you were born from. Even if you're, you know, for example, the third prince, I'm pretty sure he was from the second queen or the third queen or something, and he is now way below in the fucking the whole string. He's way below the food chain in terms of the other princes, especially the one that has the biggest advantage, of course, being the first Prince Benjamin, first prince and the first born of the first queen. But the reason being that you can basically not really spy on, but you can send guards to, you know, just forcibly send the guards to like look at and, you know, god damn it, I'm not supposed to concentrate this much on Molig. You can just forcibly send guards to other princes that are below you in terms of queen level. That's a bad way of explaining it, but that's essentially what happened, and this means that Hulkenberg now is essentially on the same standing as Benjamin, but we don't really know if that's actually the case, because, you know, how about, you know, I don't know, the public perception, that whole thing, because the world and us, up until very recently, knew Hulkenberg to be of the second queen. But no, he is now of the first queen, and I don't really know what that entails in terms of how much power he has. If he just remains, you know, officially son of the second queen, or if he, I don't really know. I don't know. It's probably gonna be explained or shown at some point. But right now, Hulkenberg is dead, but his soul lives on, and I'm kind of expecting him to revive into his own body at some point to, like, you know, fucking mimic Jesus pretty much. Because his Nen Beast makes it so he has, you know, he benefits from having followers that he can trade bodies with, and I'm pretty sure they can also trade bodies with each other and shit, and, you know, and other people. And the dangerous thing that just happened is that a lot of convoluted shit that I might be able to explain, because I might have done some research on this, might have done some correct research on this, I should say. This is basically just me talking to myself and trying to desperately, like, understand, like, hopefully if I can explain it, I can feel some, I can sense some loopholes and, like, oh, this is wrong, I don't know, some shit like that. I'm trying to understand. This shit is very convoluted, which flies in the face of everything I know that you know, I should hate Hunter x Hunter, but if, you know, this might just be a Stockholm Syndrome effect, that, you know, I've been with this manga for far too long, this anime manga for far too long, and I'm forced to love it now. Who knows? But okay, so he has an ability where he can shoot an arrow, right? Hulkenberg can shoot like a Nen arrow at someone. If he misses, he dies. He's straight up dead. So the payoff is pretty fucking good, and the payoff being he can just take over somebody else's body. Just forcibly throw them out of the body, and that's exactly what he has done with one of First Prince Benjamin's personal guards, who has been sent to assassinate Hulkenberg. So to make that as believable as possible, Hulkenberg's body is now dead, and there is some goofy prioritized thingy with this. Okay, so basically, he was sent there. Balsamilko Might, I'm pretty sure that's his name. The guard, the First Prince's guard. He was sent to assassinate Hulkenberg, and with this weapon, basically a virus weapon. So after Hulkenberg finds this out, I guess he stabs himself with it, you know, through the body of Might. And now he's dead. Now he is so dead. And I don't really know how it works with there is some sort of priority of they're both souls are in the guard's body right now. And if he falls asleep, the priority kind of switches and he gets returned to his own body, which is now it's dead, right? And we don't really know. That's the thing. We don't really know the full capabilities of any of the prince's Nen abilities, which is some of the most exciting things about the current arc. Is just finding out all the different abilities going on. But I'm pretty sure if that were to happen, because there's no way Hulkenberg is just gonna die like that without really anyone knowing. Because they all think he's dead already. He's probably gonna be revived, and, after a while he's gonna be revived and have his followers, basically just believe him even more. And, believe in him being, like, the chosen saint of the world. God damn it, I could have used that to heal. And yeah, I don't know. Fuck. I wish I could remember what he used his followers for, because I feel like that's pretty essential to his whole plan. But I cannot remember because there is so much going on. Each of the princes have their own little thing going on, and I have to remember all of them and how they play into each other. God damn it. So the other very funny thing about tonight is that, first of all, the funeral of there is this deadline of Hulkenberg needing this opportunity to kill First Prince Benjamin, because this is the best opportunity anyone has had against the First Prince. That is, you know, one of them is going to die tonight. It's just which one. And it's, I guess it all depends on whether Benjamin knows that he's not talking to his guard right now. It's gonna be very interesting if his Nenbeast, if he uses his Nenbeast to attack his guard because he, you know, I don't know, he failed his mission or whatever, which he didn't. I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting because he is attacking someone who is a prince, and princes, you know, Nenbeast cannot attack other princes. That is a pretty set in stone rule. So what happens if a prince's soul is in the body of a guard? I don't really know what happens. That was some of the worst gameplay you have probably ever seen. What else is there? Alright, yeah, seventh I can play one more, sure. So yeah, another thing going on is that 7th Prince Lucerus is also about to be assassinated, which is both good news and very bad news, because, you know, good news, one of the princes is dead. And that basically makes, you know, one less fella to be worrying about for our little infant. By the way, we're following Kurapika for, you know, and he is protecting the weakest and most fragile 14th Prince of Wobble. He is just an infant. That's it. You know, the force of the 14th Prince is basically just Kurapika, which is very fucking good. It's very goated, and Kurapika's goal is just to make to do a stalemate of the princes. And what the fuck was the reason he wanted to kill Lucerus again? I don't know, but they're planning some sort of assassination attempt on Lucerus, which is pretty bad, because as we know, that Kurapika don't know, is that First Prince Benjamin, he really wants to use martial law. I'm not really sure what the hell martial law is, if it's his Nen ability or just like just a fucking law, just martial law. But apparently he can, like, he just, because he's, again, the most prioritized, he's the first prince of the first queen. I'm pretty sure he can get priority, he can get an even bigger leg up than he already does. But in order to do that, he would have, like, he needs to blame a killing on an outsider, and, like, basically just lock in all of the princes in their little rooms and just, I don't know. This whole martial law stuff it's framed to be a really bad thing, but I don't really know what it is, so I can't really, I don't know, I should probably research before I talk, but I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, 7th Prince Lucerus, he is very connected to one of the mafia families. By the way, there are 3 mafia families on board who are each connected to a prince. You know, their main benefactor is one of the princes. The first one being 7th Prince Lucerus here, who is, you know, he's I don't know, he's a guy. I don't really have any attachment to Lucerus, I'm gonna be completely honest. He has a goofy ass haircut. Just like 2 balls of fur going out on each side of his head. That's the only thing I remember him by. and that he is connected to one of the mafias, probably just in order to get drugs, because he, you know, he feels very much like a drug addict and a drug lord overall. So he has that connection to the underworld. The other one being, what's his name? Fuck, why can't I remember his name? He's pretty important. Seretnig. Seretnig is the fourth and probably most dangerous prince right now, because this guy is developing Nen at an incredibly dangerous level. And he is also just a mass murderer and gatherer of, you know, rare stuff. And because he is so above everyone else, he just has no sense of right and wrong. Or maybe he does and just doesn't care. Which would be the more scarier of the two, so that's what I'm gonna go with. But he just has this aura of I don't give a shit around him, and I really like that, but he is so fucking... God damn it, I really want him to just roll over and die. He's probably not gonna do that, because he is, you know, after like only like a week or something, he has now developed future sight through Nen, and he is currently I can't remember the different names, but he's doing Hatsu now, and he is, I'm pretty sure Hatsu is the one that's like concealing your Nen, which is incredibly dangerous. If that's even what it is. I mean, even just him being a specialist and just being this fucking prodigy and having the personality that he does, he is by far the most dangerous of the princes. And even his guards are fucking shit scared of him and doesn't really know what to do, because they know that they have a fucking beast on their hands. But they can't really stop him, or they're gonna straight up get fucking stabbed. They're dead if they say anything to the prince that is, you know, that might be a little bit suspicious. He does not care about human lives. So that is our main concern, like, overall. That's also basically the reason that Kurapika is here, is to get revenge on Seretnik, because if he's gathering the eyes of his people and stuff. You know, I've yapped about this before. And the third mafia connection family man prince, I cannot remember. It's either second Prince Carmilla or the third prince, that I can't remember the name of, the bald guy. The bald coin guy. We also, these chapters, we get some more exposition on the coins, which has just been like an enigma up until now. When our boy Kurapika finally, you know, the prince himself, the third prince himself, says, "Oh yeah, I need Kurapika in order to find out what the hell my Nen ability does, because all my subordinates are fucking idiots." Is essentially what he says. And it's just kind of cool, because we've followed this guy ever since basically the start of his journey, and now he is, you know, supervising the Kakin princes, and also these... Wait, can he jump again? Does he have a fucking... Wait, I need to see something. Can you jump? Can you jump? He does. He has a very visible asshole. This is fucking funny. This is top 10 funniest moments of the year. Damn. All these hours on the game, and I only notice now. Malik is breedable. I am just saying. But yeah, Seventh Prince Lucerus. You know, there are basically two assassinations that are going down like tonight. Hulkenberg is going after Benjamin, and our gang is going after Lucerus. The dangerous thing about killing Lucerus is that if he dies, it's very easy to frame it as a mafia. You know, the mafia being involved in the succession war somehow. And then First Prince Benjamin can use this martial law thing, which would be very helpful if I could actually explain what the hell martial law, special martial law was. But I can't. It's just some dangerous thing that gives him a huge leg up in whatever he does. But yeah, there's also, you know, tomorrow, some sort of continuation of the, you know, Kurapika has these nen lessons in order to make it easier to stalemate this entire succession war, because he doesn't want any bloodshed. And the war is basically, it's not really necessary if you just, you know, after the whole journey, it's just gonna be a vote of whoever is left. But of course, you know, if there only is one prince left, it's way easier to vote that way. But you know, if there were to only be one prince left, there's also gonna be a lot of fucking bloodshed. So, oh, pretty easy. All right. Then there's also been some sort of letter being passed back and forth, or you know, each letter specifically for each of the princes, and some sort of reveal that is going to be wow, great. Some sort of secret that's going to be revealed in in tomorrow's lesson, the second lesson, which is interesting because Second Prince Carmilla, who has not been attending the first one, which is, you know, of course, because all of her subordinates are already nen users due to her ability. She's now going to show up, or one of her guards is going to show up. It's not really revealed if it's her or one of her guards. It would be very hype if Camilla herself shows up. But that's probably not going to happen. I'm just getting my hopes up for a hype moment. It's not even... I'm not even sure this is going to happen, or if it is, it's going to be a very... The moment is going to be very changed depending on what happens, like tonight at Hulkenberg's funeral, because again, very likely that two of the princes are now dead. On top of, depending on if either Hulkenberg wins, or I don't know. It might also be, you know, things publicly. Things stay as they are. Only Hulkenberg has died. Because Lucerus wins against the gang, and... oh, I just realized. I don't think Kurapika knows that the Phantom Troop is even here. God, there is so much happening on the Black Whale. It has been such a long time since... God damn it. It has been such a long time since we've seen Hisoka. He's just wandering around somewhere and just fucking with the mafia families. I don't really know what his whole deal is. He probably just wants revenge on Crollo. That's also one of the fucking best fights in all of anime manga. Crollo versus Hisoka. That is fucking goated. Absolutely top tier. I'm probably gonna read that again, you know, very soon. I was gonna say tonight, but I need to do some D&D prep tonight, because I don't have the time tomorrow and the day after that. It is game day, so yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Oh well. But yeah, we you know, the last batch of chapters we left off with the backstory of the Phantom Troop, pretty much, and we've, you know, the majority of them have known each other since they were little kids, and, you know, basically except for Hisoka, which is, you know, would have been very much foreshadowing if it happened before the Chrollo Hisoka fight, but I respect it anyhow. It's just, you know, finally getting some actual lore about the people and not just, you know, things happening. Not saying things happening right now isn't very hype, and I very much want more of it. But it just seems, you know, I don't know, I just want to know more about, especially the princess. Also, God, I want to know more about beyond Netero. Because he is so interesting. I still don't know he has like a little sidekick who also seems very important to like everything going on. But yeah, he I guess he's just chilling. Elden Ring, but yeah, I'm sitting here rotting. Post-work rot. Speaking of Elden Ring, I finally actually been Christ. Yeah, Winter Arc has finally begun. My nose is getting stuffed. Yes, I am stuffed. Speaking of Elden Ring, I am nearly done with the DLC, but I believe I have still many hours of gameplay left. Because it's just gonna be the same 2 bosses over and over again. There's probably still 3 bosses actually. There was an area I just remembered. But I'm not gonna beat him tonight. I gotta go D&D prep. God damn it. The final boss, who, if you don't know, it is spoiler alert, Radahn again. But awesome and very cool this time, like it comboed with Miquella. He is the consort of Miquella, which again I don't really know what the fuck consort means. God damn it. 2 times, 2 sisters. God damn it. TLDR, I still have Radahn to beat, and I have Bale the Dread to beat. I need to find the guy who's gonna help me with Bale, because I'm pretty sure there is a guy who wants to help me, because I found him screaming his lungs out. Not the iconic curse you Bale, but just like, oh Bale, oh vile Bale, I'm gonna fucking eat your heart. I don't know, Elden Ring has the coldest bars ever of any dialogue. And then there's some sort of castle that I just couldn't go into, that I hopefully can go into now, that is also a boss arena. I have no idea what's in there, but I want to find out. But first I gotta do some D&D prep. Oh well. Gotta start my D&D prep. I'm heading out later, fellas.